What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Welcome to Titan Tuesday, where every single Tuesday at 8 o'clock we talk about the Titans. Unfortunately, this week is going to be a little bit of high, a little bit of low. We got a lot to talk about. I'll let everyone settle in, get in. Let me drink some of this Gatorade, get me hyped up because I got a lot to say, and I want to hear your opinion, especially for the Broncos game, guys. The Broncos game, the Tennessee Titans didn't get it done. Didn't get it done at all. And we'll talk about the pros, the cons, what I liked. Let me know what you liked. In the game, what didn't you like? We'll talk about Callahan, if he's on the hot seat, or what. Or do you kind of give him a pass, or are you concerned about what is happening in the Tennessee Titans front office? But before, let's get in, man. We got a bunch of people in here today. Yes, CJ, what's up, my brother? Can't wait to see you this Saturday. Yes, this Saturday it is happening. The Mr. Titan event is going down. Can't wait to see you, CJ. Ooh, we got, hey, Avia, how you doing? Hey, Titans family, welcome. I know she's working, so you know what? Shout out to you for going to the live stream. Appreciate it. We got Will. Will, yes, sir, indeed. I am hyped for this Saturday, too. I know there's a bunch of you guys that are going to be at the Mr. Titan event. I'll give you a little bit of more tips on what to do, what to expect. If you haven't been to a Mr. Titan event and this is your first one, first of all, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're going to have a good time. I promise you that. I lined it up. We lined it up. I've been working day and night to make this thing just right for the fans. So I hope that you enjoy it. So we'll talk a little bit about the Mr. Titan event this Saturday going on. Want to hear your thoughts, guys. Put them down below, your thoughts, your concerns about the Denver Broncos game. What was the most concerning thing? What things did you like about it? And we'll discuss it here. And that'll be the fun part about the post game is hearing your thoughts and seeing if we kind of match. If we don't, hey, everyone has a different opinion. That's cool. Some people might see things differently, and it's nothing wrong. No, there's no right or wrong. If you think Cam Ward did good, then hey. If you think Cam Ward did bad, I mean, that's your opinion as well. And we'll discuss it and we'll talk like that. Say Callahan, Belvin, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, buddy. And Callahan blew the game. Still tying up. Yeah, it's one of those, man. This is going to be the hot topic for this evening, and it's very understandable, right? Man, I thought we had problems. We'll see what happens. Are you hosting anything for the Vegas game? Unfortunately, I will not be attending the Vegas game, man. I'll just things didn't line up, and I won't be able to with work and stuff. So, whoever is going to Vegas, I think the Tennessee Titans are actually doing something big in Vegas. So, reach out to me later, and I might have more information. Just gotta look it up. I know there was something on Twitter or something that the Titans are actually putting up in Vegas. So that'll be cool. Mr. Ryan Harris, what's up, brother? How's everything? I'm actually passing by your spot this Friday on the way to Nashville. I'll be driving from Dallas to Nashville. So that should be it's about around 10 hours. I'm not excited whatsoever for that drive. It's going to be boring, but hey, if that's what I got to do to get to Tennessee, then hey, we're going to sacrifice, you know? My third one, let's go. Yeah, thank you so much again for being a loyal person coming in, man. The second Denver game hit final, I was ready to designate to the Rams week. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely talk about the Rams game. We'll see what happens. Oh, Mr. Price is in the house. Yes, sir. I wanted to hear from you, man. Thank you so much, buddy. I hope everything is going good in Florida. But things aren't good. Things aren't doing good in Nashville, man. You're right. Callahan looked very foolish, and we'll get into that. We'll dive into that in a little bit. But yeah, keep it, guys. Keep with the comments. This is the point of the live stream, is to get your opinions, get your thoughts. I love it. It's nothing wrong. You will be posted. If you write something, you will be put on the wall. I promise. I'll read your comment and stuff, and we'll discuss from there. Will says, my thoughts from the game is that I didn't like when Callahan didn't challenge any of the catches that we did were first downs. Ryan said defense was good. Offense surrounding Ward was disappointing. Head coach is a major weakness at the moment. And man, oh man, the defense can only do so much, right? And I was a little worried about the defense, to be honest with you. Again, it's only one game though, right? So I was a little concerned, especially going into training camp. Like, man, we need a pass rush, we need this, we need that, and they didn't look too bad, from the point of football. I mean, the offense was the one that was struggling. Oh, we got Scoobs in the house. What's up, man? Tighten up, brother. I can't wait to see you Saturday. Yes, sir. Saturday it begins. Let's see. I actually made it. Ha ha ha. There you go, man. You made it. Robert says, I thought Cam Ward played admirable, and that might be the best defense he faces all season, so I'm anxious to see the progress. Yep. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. You got Callahan. He's supposed to develop Cam Ward. I think everyone's faith in Callahan right now is a little shook. I'm not gonna lie. Clownahan has kind of has a ring to it. Sorry, Alex. That's pretty funny. Robert says, I was at the game. The stadium was great. Atmosphere was hype. Nice turnout of Titan fans. Went win with low expectations and left pissed because we should have won based on how the game played out. I mean, you are correct, right? I think it was 4 takeaways. You come up with 6 points. You don't win a game like that. That's a game you're not gonna win, man. 13 penalties for 131 yards is insane. That is wild. You're not gonna win like that at all. The team itself, it's very undisciplined. That's what it shows. There were some calls that, there were a little bit. I would say there were a few of them, especially defensive part. But there's some plays that shouldn't happen. Paul says defense is going to be all right, and offense has a ton of learning to still do. And like I said, I forgot how many rookies, if you guys want to correct me, actually how many rookies actually played and stuff. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's gonna be a slow learning process for some of these players. Yeah, what's up with Big Jeff and another dumb penalty? Dude is supposed to be a leader. Yeah, he constantly has himself where he had, and again, Big Jeff was everywhere. Big Jeff had a hell of a game, but then you have these costly plays where you just gotta use your head and know when, and it's hurting the team. It's hurting the team. I know he did the post game interview, and he's like, you just can't do stuff to hurt the team. Well, man, let me tell you, Big Jeff. Yeah, I mean, you're number one target that you keep doing that. So it's a little bit frustrating with that being said. But before we get into that talks and we talk about the stats and stuff, and I want to talk especially about Cam Ward, how he did, what rookies kind of surprised me, what looked good, what didn't look good, and obviously we'll talk about the Callahan situation and all his I don't know, just not knowing the damn playbook. Mr. Titan event. Okay, guys, listen up. If you guys still want to do the raffle's going on. You get a framed autographed Cam Ward jersey. Okay, that's the big win right there. You can still go ahead, purchase a Mr. Titan shirt. You don't have to be you don't have to be in the event to win a prize. Okay. Go ahead, send me a link for Twitter, Instagram, what's the other one? TikTok, whatever, here, and I'll get you the information, get you the link, get you hooked up. Gonna give a shout out to Scoobs. Scoobs was the one that put that whole masterpiece together. The frame, he got the jersey, he went and got it signed. So I do appreciate that. I appreciate Paul. To be honest with you, that was awesome thing. So thank you, Paul, for that. I appreciate it. That's what I love about this fan base is, everyone comes together. The Titan fan base, the Titan event, it's awesome. It's the final. There it is. It's the final Titan Tuesday before the September 13th, 15th. September 13th, 5th Mr. Titan event. And it's true. It is true, baby, guys. It's going. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great time. Got some special guests. We got some music, we got raffles, and then we got Titan fans. And it's going to be great. And they fixed up, let me tell you guys, if you guys haven't been there, the ones that have been to the Mr. Titan event, it's in the back. And the best thing about it is that they changed up the bar. They had a long bar to the right. Now they changed it and moved it, made the bar smaller, but gave us more room because we packed that thing up. And there's a lot of Titan fans. So now we got a nice little room. You can see the lake from the view. Looks really, really good. I just hope it's not hotter than hell. If anything, maybe just a tip is just to bring a fan, and you'll be okay. What's up, Haley? Haley is, I think, watching some baseball. I think her kids are playing baseball. So shout out to Haley Thornhill. Again, another one that's just remarkable, that helps. That there's so much that goes into event planning and dealing with me. She's top runner that is right there by my side helping me out. So I appreciate everything that she's done for the event as well. It's one of the things that I can't do it without you guys. I know my name's on the event, but I could say it over and over and over again how thankful I am of everyone that participates, that donates, that just is involved with the event. It wouldn't happen without you guys. So again, thank you guys so much. And that's gonna be my little speech too, by the way. At the rudder. But yeah, September 13th, y'all. Be there. Starts at 1:00. Raffle starts at 3 p.m. Yes, if you are a Tennessee fan, it's Georgia versus Tennessee. That's a big game at 2:30. We'll have it in the back. And Ryan Harris is funny as hell. We'll be playing the Tennessee versus Georgia game. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be a fun game. So don't worry if you're a diehard Tennessee fan and you're like, oh, man, are they going to play the game? Yeah, we'll be playing. I think there's 4 screens in the back, and we're playing it all 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 of them. So don't worry. It's going to be Tennessee all the way. Go Dogs. Just kidding. So, yeah, it'll be a good time. What else do I need to say about the event? Obviously, wear Titans gear. If you have a Mr. Titan shirt, you have the event shirt. Please, like I said, come with it. The event shirt. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. So, again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Now let's get to the meat and grit to everything. I don't know what meat and grit is, but whatever. We're gonna get to it, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Broncos. All right, Broncos and Titans post game. Okay, what did we think? Okay, now I'm gonna read you some of the stats, and we're gonna go through it. I think, you know what? Honestly speaking, Cam Ward didn't do bad. Cam Ward didn't lose the game. You know, I think it would have been a little bit different story if maybe he would have been careless with the ball and thrown a pick or two, but he was very careful with the ball. He he felt the pressure of 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 the defense, especially for the Broncos. All right, but here's the stats, guys. Okay, we end up losing 20-12. We only kick field goals. We never get a touchdown. The closest we got was like to the 10-yard line, where Callahan was very vanilla, very soft play calling. We ran the ball 3 times. Didn't take a shot in the end zone. Nothing. You know, it's rough. I understand Cam Ward's a rookie, and maybe Maybe he was trying to slowly put him in and get him comfortable. But damn, take a shot at the end zone, even if it goes out of bounds. But at least make an attempt. It's a little frustrating, okay, guys? Cam Ward was 12 for 28, okay? 112 yards. Rushing, Tony Pollard had a hiccup. He fumbled it, but he had 18 carries, 60 yards. I feel like after the fumble, and I think everyone could agree with me on this one, is that he played a little bit with the chip on his shoulder, which is good. I like to see angry, Tony Pollard. Knicks was 25 for 40, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And yeah, we'll definitely get with the lobster drops, right? Because it's not Callahan wasn't the only one that didn't help Cam Ward that day. Okay, the offensive line did not help Cam Ward. The receivers did not help Cam Ward. So it's a collective loss. I understand, and we could definitely name Callahan as the top. But damn, the team did not help him at all. You gotta, especially a young QB. Bo Nix, he was throwing some picks. We had defense, secondary looked good. Big Jeff had probably his best game since God knows how long, putting a lot of pressure, which is nice, causing a lot of disruption. We need a little bit more pressure, though. Someone else needs to help Big Jeff out, I think. I was worried about the secondary, and the secondary surprised me. Now, don't get me wrong. This is just one game. Who knows? We might play the Rams next week, and they just shred our secondary. So, I like I said, I don't like to put too much emphasis and too much on just one game. We'll see what happens. The turnover rate, man, is wild. 4, we had 2. Okay. First downs, they had 20. We had 7. That penalty, look at that. Look at the difference between penalties, man. It just shows you. Okay. 13 for 131 yards. Okay. In the red zone, we were 0 for 2. Third down, we were 2 for 14, y'all. 2 for 14 on third down. That's disgusting. You can't have that. Those right there, penalties, turnover, and third down rate is terrible. You're not going to win a game like that. No matter how many turnovers. Look what happens. We got them having so many turnovers and possessions and stuff, and look at the sequences that happen. Right? She says, "Hi, Cam, and the defense." I would say that. Yeah, I would say high would be Cam. I would say high would also be the rookies. DK looked good. I liked him. The rookies, for them playing the first time, did not look bad at all. I think all the rookies, to be honest with you, played pretty impressive, especially for their first game. In that environment, right? Denver's no joke. High altitude, loud. Defense is again one of the top 10 best defense right now. So I really think the high we can take was the defense, rookies, obviously Cam Ward. You know, I like that Cam Ward didn't do too much. He wasn't forcing things. Now, his composure was very, very. I don't even know how to. Like, it was. I was happy with it. He didn't look like he was buckled. He didn't look like he was scared. He wasn't freaking out. He looked very calm and collective, even when things weren't going his way, which I really, really liked. Now, towards the end of the game, you can tell he was getting kind of pissed off, and I get it. I mean, you're losing. He's a competitor. He wants to win, and that offensive line was not helping. The offensive line is still ass. JC Latham is hurt. He gets beat by, if someone is quicker and got quick feet, JC Latham is not going to beat him. What was the guy that we got from the Steelers? Was not good. Was Dan Moore? Did not do good. The offensive line was getting beat up. They could not hold a damn wall up if they wanted to. So that's going to be a problem. Offensive line issues is still a problem, guys. That shot of Cam sitting on the bench in the fourth said it all. Yeah, I mean, or his dad, for that matter. It's upsetting. It's upsetting because it's a game that, and I said it before, like it's a game we could have won, easily. But the decisions that came down from the top all the way to coaching was terrible. And we're going to get into that, What did I not like about what did you not like about the game? Okay. We can talk about the play calling, right? Play calling has been atrocious, but play calling has been bad since but it's been bad since last year. We just, assumed, hey, it's just Will Levis. Callahan does not have the confidence in Will Levis. That's why that's why we're putting these play calling together. What's his excuse now? What? Because Cam Ward's a rookie? I mean, that's the only thing I would maybe say. Other than that, Cam Ward, the play calling, the decision making, and people were upset. And I get it. People were extremely upset with Sean Payton, the continuous throwing the flag, challenging. I think he threw like 5 at one point. I was just like, how much challenges this guy? And I was talking to a friend and I said, you know what? It's annoying. It's obnoxious. But first of all, he was getting them right? They were changing the calls. And I'd rather have a coach throw the flag a million times in a game than have a coach when the play is there in front of him and Stevie Wonder could see that his elbow was in and knew the rule and not throw the flag at all. I'd rather have the coach that throws the flag a million times over and over again, even if he loses the challenges, right? Than a coach who doesn't throw the flag when he needs to. And that's such a bad look, and I understand. I understand both sides. I understand, hey, Callahan is still a learning head coach, but those are rules. Those are NFL rules. Like I can't defend that. You can't defend that. If he would have said, hey, it looked to me like his elbow was outside when he landed, or I didn't have a good good look at it. And even the people on top didn't, they weren't too convinced on that. And we just continue with the play. I would have been like, okay, but you didn't know the rule. An NFL player not knowing, I mean, the NFL coach not knowing, it's a bad look. It's a bad look for the Titans organization itself. Because guess what? It's not only Callahan. You got 3 or 4 people up in the booth and they're watching the game. They see everything. So you're saying that the people that are on the booth that's supposed to have his back, it's crazy. And I get it as a fan. It might be a little bit easier for us because we see the replays a billion times, and maybe at that moment, everything is probably going really, really quick, and they're moving, and he's trying to call probably maybe for the next play, trying to catch them off guard. But damn, to go back in the press conference and say that you didn't know, you didn't know what you didn't know the play, you didn't know the rule. It's not a good look, guys. It's not a good look for the team, the organization. How for the players? What, my coach doesn't know the NFL rules? They changed the rule to if you win one of the 2 challenge, you instantly get an extra one. Okay, there was no. Don't worry about the Titans because we threw 1 at the end of the game. Hey, we threw 1. No, I don't understand. Those of us watching knew. No way he shouldn't have known. Yeah, it's just crazy to me. Just to, like I said, it just looks bad, and we're supposed to have him set Cam up for success, right? And you don't even know the NFL rules. I'm worried, guys. I'm worried. I know it might be just a little false alarm. I could have been a hiccup, like I said, but it's one of those things where the Tennessee Titans they have they have how do I explain it? They have history of not developing players very well. And especially not just players, but quarterbacks. Now we can get into this whole topic on Tennessee Titans and how they develop players. We can start off from Jake Locker, Vince Young, Marcus Mariota. The list goes on people, And I'm sorry, it's gonna happen, but you have to think about it, right? The list goes on and on. Now, do you trust Callahan to put Cam in the best position possible to win a game? Because last Sunday, he did not. In the Broncos game, he did not set Cam up. He set Cam up for failure. That's not how you do it, especially for a rookie quarterback coming in. That's how you lose your QB. And to be honest with you, I did like what I saw with Cam. He does need to stop going back so far. When he hikes the ball, he runs back so far, and then he does this like I don't know if you guys were noticing, but I was noticing he does this like little spin move and he tries to get out of the pocket. You can't do that. Throw the ball away. That was the only thing that Cam was doing that I would say would be like kind of like a negative, and it's something that he'll learn eventually. Is just you have to know when to throw the ball away and not take a sack. They muffed a punt in like their own 10-yard line. We were in the red zone. In the red zone. And we go backwards. How the hell do you do that? I was pissed off because I thought we were going to get 3 points. I'm like, great. I mean, at that time it was like 12-13. The Broncos muffed the punt. We get in the red zone. I'm like, well, we're not going to put it in the end zone. We're going to kick. We're going to have some field goals. We're going to get a field goal. We're going to be up. That's fine. But I was pissed off at that. And then I was even more pissed when we ended up going backwards, almost around the 50-yard line. How do you start at 20? It was like the 20-yard line and end up in the 50-yard line? We went backwards, y'all. That's unacceptable. You can't. That's when I knew the game was done. I was like, yeah, this you can't. We get into the red zone. You run 3 running plays. Now, don't get me wrong. Tony Pollard was doing it, but you have one with Chestnut. No attempts. No throws. No read options. Nothing. Just straight down the middle. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And like everyone says, then we get to like what we're on like the 7-yard line of our own, and we're trying to throw. I understand what Callahan was talking about, right? Callahan was saying that he was trying to milk the clock by doing one of the screens, right? He threw the pass, the first down, incomplete, stops the clock. Okay, the second down play was supposed to be a screen, and they're supposed to stay inbound. Problem is that no one knew what the hell the screen was. No one knew who the screen was going to. You had 3 people on the side. They all blocked. Nothing happened. Incomplete. Now you get to third down. Why not just run the ball? Okay? You can kneel it. You can do a couple other things. We're going 6-3, I think, at that point, or some shit like that. Why not? We punt. They bring it back into our maybe like our 45, 47. And then it was like the icebreaker. They scored a touchdown right before halftime. You can't have that. That's unnecessary points. And you got to be smarter. You got to be smarter. And I know they were talking about Sly and how he had a 70-foot yard field goal and they were confident. And that's a big deal too. That's serious. Like, are you really depending on just your kicker? Like, oh, we're good because we have the kicker. Like, no, man. We shouldn't be just looking for field goals. Should be looking to put the ball in the end zone. And so the priority is all muffled and messed up. I'm giving him until week 5 and not a moment longer. We're not going through another Mariota. Recapping this is not enjoyable, but hey, it's good to vent this. It is what it is. Unfortunately, it's something that hopefully we can learn collectively as a group. The Titans, right? Cam, I hope Cam gets a couple things that he did good in the game. It gets comfortable. And Callahan gets better. I'm not going to put my foot on his throat just yet for Callahan. His seat is warm, it's lukewarm. But week 4, week 5, we haven't won a game, y'all. This might be a problem, Our schedule doesn't get any easier either. We play the Rams next. And even though the Rams beat the Texans, they didn't look too strong, but still, Stafford will probably light us up. We got the Colts next after that. Could we go 0-2 going to the Colts? What if we lose to them 0-3? Then you play the Texans. I'm scared that October 19th. I said it before. That Rabel game. That's going to be a wild. What's going to happen? Who knows? But Callahan needs to figure it out. He needs to help Cam out. Callahan can't be the problem for Cam. And like I said, the drop passes, right? Ridley. He's kind of known for that sometimes. And then he gets pissed off because the ball hasn't gotten to him to the fourth quarter, but he drops it. But it happens. The team didn't help him. Tennessee Titans offensive line still struggling. It's still a problem. Yes, this team is very new, very young, so it's going to take some adjusting. There are going to be some ugly games, but man, I understand that the games are going to be ugly sometimes, but don't have the team lose like this though. When it has a little bit to do with the players, a lot to do with the coaching. Because that's just disheartening. That just sucks because you see it right there. I understand if, you know, I understand if, they were fumbling everywhere, we are getting picked off. But when we had multiple chances to put the game away, and the coaching staff is not being aggressive, and then being aggressive on certain areas where you shouldn't be aggressive. Like, what are we doing? Come on, show me consistency, okay? One thing that pissed me off the most, and you guys can agree with me on this one, is that they harp down so much this offseason. We're gonna work on penalties. We're gonna not shoot ourselves in the foot. That was a problem last year, and we're not gonna do this year, and we're gonna this and that, and we're gonna do that. And the very first game, you get 13 penalties for 131 yards, and you shoot yourself in the foot. And then I saw on Twitter, people were like, well, you think it was Brian Callahan, or was it actually Will Levis? Could it be both? Could it be both? I think I think Callahan had a nice safety blanket and was hiding. Will Levis took the brunt of the heat. It was Will Levis. Oh, Will Levis can't play. Will Levis is doing bonehead decisions. But now Brian Callahan's here. Now he's in the hot seat because now can't be Cam Ward. What do we do, guys? What do we do? They got to fix it, and they got to fix it quick because the Rams are coming to town. That might not look pretty. The way things are going, y'all, I really, really hope that they can turn it around, but they got to take this team is very, very undisciplined. 13 penalties. You can't do that. 4 takeaways. You get 6 points. You can't have that. You can't have that. And it sucks to say because it's like I said, it's very disheartening. You know, start drinking soon. I can handle losing, but not like this. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I said it, and the expectations when I first started. I wanted. I still think the Titans are maybe like a 3-game, 4-game, maybe. I don't win. I think they win 4 games this season. And I said, as long as they're competitive, they could lose, but as long as they're competitive, I'm okay. And that Cam Ward stays healthy. But this loss, the way they lose like this, I can't do this. I can't do like 2 or 3. I can't do 3 more games like this. Field goals. Settle for field goals. No shots. No shots towards the end zone whatsoever. Play calling atrocious. It's not the Titan Tuesday I wanted, y'all. I promise me. I didn't want to be moping and stuff. But we play the Rams next. We'll see what the Tennessee Titans do. I really, really hope that they can clean up at least some of the penalties. There's some things they're going to take a while, but the penalties, you got to cut that in half. You got to cut it in half. You cannot have 13 penalties. Regardless if you think the refs were terrible, this and that. It doesn't matter. Stop making excuses. Regardless. I hate when people are like, oh, the ref did this. They sound like Cowboy fans. It is what it is. You can't change what happened. Accept it and keep going. CJ said it. In this modern league, field goals don't win games. Absolutely not. And the defense is only going to hold us to a certain amount. They can't hold. They can't hold the whole time. They did good the first half. They did good second half, third half. By fourth quarter, they were done. And I don't blame them. How much can you hold? The offense needs to show up. Even if the offense wasn't going to score, at least drag the clock, at least give some of the players on defense some time to rest. Not a 3 and out and then you have to go back out. That's terrible. That's complimentary football right there. You guys, you got to help each other out. So, whew, I don't know, y'all. I know that Friday morning, I will get in my car, drink maybe like 3 Gatorades with maybe a 5 energy shot, and I will be heading towards Nashville, Tennessee. I hope to see all you guys there. The tailgates, I think Sunday. Check it out, Two Tone Nation. They have their tailgate. They're back. It's going to be on the opposite side by the river. The whole section right there. Go out there, enjoy it, have fun. They always do really good. What are your thoughts on Buc-ee's? What do you mean Buc-ee's? Like the Texas, like the damn beaver? It's okay. It's overrated. But yeah, so go to the tailgate. Like I said, Saturday, my event. Hope I see you guys there. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's it for Titan Tuesday, right? I'm just saying right here. I hope I see you guys next Tuesday. Remember, Tuesday yes, really. It's overrated. I have one near my house. It's very overrated, and the beaver is expensive. To get a shirt, I actually have a sign. Actually, I'm gonna show you the sign, CJ. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the sign that cost me like $16. And it's been in the garage. I'll probably never wear it again. Hold on. Got this. There it is. This is what I think. Yep. Good old Buc-ee's. I think it was expensive for no reason. Overpriced, y'all. But like I said, remember every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Hope to see you here for Titan Tuesday. Yeah, $16, just like a shirt. That doesn't really change much. All right, guys. Love you guys. Let's get ready for this Saturday. Hope to see you guys there. If I don't see you Saturday, I hope to see you at the game as well, tailgating, and hopefully we can get a victory against the Rams as we break that down. I do have a video, an interview with Jonathan Cyprient. I think it's going to be out next week. Just be sure to hit the notifications so you don't miss any of the lives, any of the videos that come up on the channel. And I want to thank everyone for participating. I love everyone's conversation. Love that you guys got to throw your opinions, your thoughts, your concerns in there. And that's the most important thing. That's the best part about the live stream is that. And I need to stop because I'm like hitting the desk and shaking. So whoever, I'm sorry if you get a stroke by watching this and you see me shaking stuff. So I changed the desk. But thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a good night. See you next Tuesday and tighten up. Let's go.